It's recording. It's ready to go. It's Christmas Eve.
Happy Christmas, as a lot of fucking people said in this video we watched tonight.
A lot of people did. It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Slay 24.
Man. We've made it a long way.
Long fucking way. And we felt it was appropriate to do Deathcember.
Deathcember, we told you yesterday.
We told you. We've been telling you.
Yeah.
And the time has come. We did Deathcember. It was 24 little short films.
24 little short films.
And then,
a couple surprises.
Spoilers, a 25th and 26th short film.
Yeah, you get the day after.
Yeah, you get a little bit more. So, overall, pretty decent experience.
It was pretty decent. It was fun. There was some funny moments. There was some pretty good ones. There was some very low budgeted ones. Yeah. There was some that
a lot of weird
had
ones.
A pretty good budget. A lot of weird ones. A lot of family things that aren't really cool, you know, if I'm saying.
Biggest surprise for me was in the very second short film, Puka made a little guest appearance.
Yeah, a little Puka appearance in there. I did see that.
She tried returning a product to the store, and that product just happened to be a Puka toy. So, how about that shit? Yeah. And this was another 2019.
Oh, this was 2019?
This was another 2019. So, like I said, 2019, something was in the air. Something just felt like holiday horror.
They're like, they probably knew what was happening in 2020, so they're like, let's get these horror movies
You're
out.
going to need all this.
You're going to need it all.
You're going to need all this next Christmas.
They were thinking about us, actually, I think, is what was, you know. They was like, I think some guys are going to try to make a little YouTube series.
That straight up felt like a shout out.
There was,
I was like, 25 Slays Boys, because it was all about this horror fan. And I mean, it took a weird fucking turn itself. But
they all did. Pretty much 24 random short movies. Some of them was like 5, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes at the tops on some of them.
It's similar, if you've seen ABCs of Death, this is that for Christmas.
Oh, very much so. And then it's like, I don't really think they had any themes. I was trying, like, the whole time I was like trying to pay attention during like day 1, day 2, day 3
I think
to
it's
see
all
if
just
it was
Christmas.
I think it was just random. Yeah. And because there was one that I was like, oh, that would make sense for that number. Like that's where H would be in the alphabet, and the dude had a hunchback, and I was like, I think I'm pulling strings.
I think you're right.
But that was one that was like kind of enjoyable. It's like the 6th or 7th one in. It's like they had a whole silent film type of modern day rendition.
I think that was the either the 7th or the 11th one. I don't know. It was called. What the fuck was that called? I tried to remember it. There were so many. They all had titles.
Yeah.
But this one, it was like a black and white silent film that was like an old western.
And
you're talking about a different one.
Yeah.
That's right, because there's the Hunchback one.
Yeah, you're talking like there's one that's like a legit like western movie that you saw your like grandpa
one that's
watching.
like a legit silent film.
Yeah, where like the people will sit there and talk.
The one I called, the one I was like, I know what's happening here.
Yes,
sure as shit.
Yeah, he did call that one.
I did, like from a mile away.
There were a lot of enjoyable ones though throughout this that I definitely.
What was really weird is like, even though anthologies are usually like a mixed bag, we have watched some movies that are not as tonally consistent as this fucking
No, it
for
definitely
24 random ass shorts that go like literally everywhere from the past to the future to space.
I think what was it, 2389 or something? Christmas 2389. I was like, what the shit?
It was all over the place.
Didn't understand
but at the same time, it felt so consistent compared to some other movies we'd watched that like felt very lopsided, very like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, dude, for sure. It really did. Like I said, I enjoyed them, and they had Christmas, themes to the titles. Cookies and Milk was one of them that I remember. I was like, damn, that one's actually pretty dope. And that had the dude from I Trapped the Devil.
Yes, that's right. So, AJ Bowen, So he was good in that one too.
A couple more actors that you might have seen if you've been following the 25 Slays with us in those movies. We kept being. I was like, I think I know that girl and stuff, and it was overall a pretty fucking dope one. And I'm glad we saved this one for Christmas Eve.
I was surprised they were actually, unless that last one was implied that was actually Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
But I was going to say there were no Santas and there were no Krampuses.
Right, yeah. None that they showed, at least.
What was interesting was how little repeats there were. Compared to, like, to be on our 24th movie and to watch 24 short films that hardly double dipped at all into the tropes. Like, they did a very good job of
they did
doing
great.
refreshing, like, new.
Well, and bringing the different horror aspects into Christmas too, because it's like, dude, you know, like they had vampires in it. It's like, yeah, vampires would still be around at Christmas time. They're not just out on October 31st, yo.
Yeah.
Like they're there all year. So like, why the fuck can they not get in on this fun? So
they had some really good
enjoy
ones. Yeah, I liked the one where the dad was pretending to be Krampus.
Yes.
And the little girl. I mean, again, there were some that I'm like, I'm enjoying this, and then the ending comes around, and you're like,
what the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but all right. But that's what happens with these movies, these little like short film compilation movies. Like sometimes you're just like, well, alrighty then.
Wow. Yeah.
Right.
I think like I said, my favorite ones that I remember was the cookies and milk one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that one was just pretty dope overall. Little kid getting beat by his dad, not treated well.
Mm-hmm.
And his aunt tells him, just leave a note for Santa. He keeps leaving notes for Santa Claus. And the shit like he's leaving in the notes keeps having like, fix my toy. And the toy's super glued the next day. Let me, his dad locks him in his room, so I wish my door won't close. And then like, they don't show the third letter, but in him, you get the point that the kid's like
my dad.
I wish I was, I could live with my aunt.
Yeah.
And that's where you come to find out that it's like there's a homeless guy.
And that was another one. I'm like, is this actually Santa Claus, or is this just like a homeless dude, like you're saying? Like,
yeah, because I got the vibe because it shows like a vent from the ceiling being opened and stuff like that. So I got the vibe that here's this guy coming down from like the attic. He's staying up there in the day. You see the dad keep complaining about the chips if you're paying attention in it.
Yeah.
The empty bag of chips that's in the cupboard. So and that's the first thing dude goes and grabs for, and then he's getting the cookies and milk, and then sees the notes. So that one,
I can see the homeless thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean he'd still be.
That one was definitely one of my favorites. The Western one.
The Western one was really good.
I liked the one that was like a Christmas spin on Reservoir Dogs.
Yes.
I thought that one was pretty interesting.
Yes.
Weird. That one was weird too when they all start singing Silent Night at the end.
Yeah.
Just like, what the
Very randomly just start singing Silent Night. All of the
Super
characters.
random.
Yeah.
But up until that point, it felt like it was like some Quentin Tarantino, Guy Ritchie, like Christmas caper.
It was. They had some really good nods to like shit that is like pop culture. Like if you're watching this, you will see like tons of like little nods to like different eras in film, different styles in film, and like overall, like I said, it was pretty dope. Like another one that I really enjoyed was the Cappers one, where it was like
the
Fallout, very Fallout style.
Crackers,
crackers or crappers or cappers or something. I forget what it said at the end. But yes, that one, I thought that one was fucking dope. I thought
that one was interesting. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, because it's like you're like, what the hell? I don't get it. What's going on? He keeps telling jokes, and then I'm not even ruining it. That twist at the end, you're just like, wait, what? It had me rolling.
It's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie. If you go into it like knowing what it is, like don't expect something.
Don't expect a Krampus level movie.
Yeah,
let's just put it that way. Like Krampus is like very high budgeted, very well done. But this one, like I said, it's all over the place with budgets because obviously
it's very different compared to our Christmas pick.
It's
very, very much the opposite. Our Christmas pick is one that is like quality movie. I mean, we'll be getting into that later. As far as this one goes, like it's all over the place. It's just a good time.
It's great. There's
pure fun, pure entertainment.
There's a few that I was like, it looks like me and you could probably got in on these ones, like and made our own little short movie here, like Day 13 or something like that. But like I said, again, overall, I think it was enjoyable start to finish. There's something you definitely fuck with in this. I guarantee it. That you're like, you'll be like
26
cool.
shorts. There's got to be something in that.
So what are you scoring it overall, man? I mean, this one's hard to score overall, in my opinion, because like, there's so many different.
Right. There's a lot of aspects. I think for me though, I think just because it was a good time overall, like but it wasn't necessarily anything special. I'd say 7.
Yeah.
7 out of 10. Yeah.
I was thinking the same, man. 7 out of 10, honestly, for this movie, because like you're saying, it had some great scenes. Had some weird scenes, had some weird incest shit in a couple of them that was like, yo, dude, like, I don't know. Again, foreign actors, so maybe, overseas, everybody be different in different countries. I don't really follow up with that shit myself, but, more power to you, man. Do your thing, I guess. But yeah, 7 out of 10, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was a solid time.
Yeah. And I'm sure you'll be seeing a couple clips in the sleighs from that movie.
Yeah.
Because the sleighs have been light this week.
I
so.
thought last week was a week for sleighs, but
Yeah, this one was
rough. This one was even weaker.
Very much so. But yeah, man, that's about it for that movie. I mean, it's like I said, enjoyable. Check it out. I think we had to rent it to watch it. I don't think it's streaming.
That's
anywhere.
one. It's not streaming anywhere currently, but it is available to rent or buy on video on demand and probably on
Amazon,
on Blu-ray and shit too.
Yeah, Blu-ray, Amazon. I'm sure YouTube. I'm sure you can find it. Just Google it. It'll all be right there.
It'll all be right there. Hey, it's Christmas Eve. Y'all better get to bed.
Better get to bed, man.
Santa Claus is
wrap
coming
those
to
fucking
town.
presents. Well, wait. Yeah, you should just go ahead and wrap them because we drop these at midnight, so you got all night tonight. You can take the day off tomorrow, and then you can have a great fucking Christmas, like sleep into Christmas. We'll be back with you tomorrow night with our Christmas pick. We'll have the sleighs dropping, and then
and then we'll do
whatever the fuck we want. I think after that, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like this shit. Definitely comment. Tell us what your favorite Christmas movie has been this year. It's 2020. You ain't really going anywhere. We get that. So I know you've been watching some shit. Let us know. Hit us up on Facebook. Shoot us a message. Doesn't matter. Hit us up on Anchor. Shoot us a message. You can do that. We'll answer your questions, man.
It's a 2020 Christmas, so it's not like you should be anywhere tomorrow. Come
I'll
and
just
celebrate
be chilling
with
at
us.
home, man. So holler at me. Love you guys.
Slay on.
Slayers.